What's clear about it.
Amanda, yeah, question.
Pixie had a question. I was looking over the standing laws, and I see that in the standing laws it says that the election committee has to certify the final count and report it to you. But in our situation, the chair took the final count, the tally sheet, that we never got to see any of the numbers that she wrote down. She took it to you, and then you gave the report to us. And that's
No,
just
the final count has never been made.
Let her finish. Go ahead, Pixie.
The final count was not available on Thursday because of the provisional ballots. I was not going to take a number and then have it change so that people would be unhappy when they saw that there had been a change.
we have at least been able to verify what was on paper.
Yes.
According to the laws, we were supposed to be able to verify.
We've always done it that way before, Pixie.
I don't know how it was done before.
You were the president.
I don't remember there was.
Okay, let's
I have a question. I have a question.
Want to talk or
I
you
have a
don't?
question.
You don't want me to answer.
You're going to have a recount, right?
A revote. Revote.
Would you consider having a revote?
Yes.
Would you consider
And a revote.
You don't revote?
Why not? That's an overgeneralization.
Why revote? Let her answer.
Why not?
What about all the people who think that everything was right and the people who voted on the other side or whatever side? I don't know which side all of you voted on. They don't.
They're not here.
No, not on the.
Feel like. Okay, so you're saying that the ballot counting did not begin at 4:30? Okay, thank you. My second question is, were observers allowed into the counting room at 4:30 or at 4:45?
They were allowed in before the counting actually started. I'm not quite sure what time it was.
Were they allowed to see the ballots as they were being counted?
Of course, yes, from where they were seated. But the rules say that they are to be seated and they are not to be at the table and they are not to be within a distance where they could be touching or messing with the ballots.
Did the election committee prepare a final report with the total number of ballots and the number of set-asides and note whether the set-aside votes would affect the outcome with the signature of each elections committee member present during the preparation of the report?
No.
Is there any reason why that didn't happen in terms of the bylaws?
I already answered that question. Why it didn't happen is because there were both ballots that needed to be verified, and I wasn't going to have a number without the people.
Did that happen subsequent to the
It's
total
not
vote?
happened yet.
So that has not happened yet?
Correct.
Was a final tally made by the election committee chair and only shown to the president?
Just as the bylaw says.
The bylaws say that the election committee chair and
Is to report to the president.
it's to report to the president with no observers seeing the final tally
That's
made?
correct.
They've been printed. And the second thing was, I asked you if they have 400 signatures, will that be enough? And you wouldn't answer, although you said that there were up to 1,900 teachers. How many people have now, how many legitimate signatures are now on the petitions? How many
I
legitimate?
don't know the answer.
Because?
I asked them last week.
Who?
I asked our office staff to go through and to check the,
So you asked Paula?
To check the numbers on the petition?
Did you ask Paula?
excuse me,
Yes,
Eduardo,
Paula?
I'm not talking to you.
You are now.
I'm talking to this nice woman
And
here who doesn't
why would you
interrupt.
interrupt me? I'm trying to ask her, the office staff is
Let her answer
supposed
the
to
question.
count the petitions. Yes, and what happened?
And they said to me that there were not enough numbers to be
How?
20% of the members.
Okay, how, did they go through to see the legitimacy of them if they were counted
Absolutely.
twice?
We have
How many
18
signatures
schools
did they have?
that
I
have
don't know.
signed
I
on,
didn't
so
ask
we
them.
have plenty
Excuse
of
me,
signatures.
Diane.
Who has the
I
number?
did it. I went and
me,
collected
Diane.
the signatures.
Who has
so
the
I
number?
know what I'm talking
One at a
about.
time, all right?
Who has the number of the signatures that were legitimately turned in?
Police are now controlling this
Who
movement.
has the number?
They are tallied in the folder, wherever the folder
Who has the number? Where
In
is
the
the
file.
file?
The rules,
No, you
I
didn't.
did not
Oh my
do
God.
anything wrong. And
No.
you better not make this personal, buddy. It is
No,
not.
oh, it's not.
Please leave.
We haven't been
Do you know
yelling.
what? You've been yelling at me for days.
I have not been yelling. Did I yell at her?
I didn't see you yell.
Did she yell at me?
That's what has to be a legal proceeding.
Yeah, what did she say? The rules say that only the chair shows
The rules say that the members of the election committee must sign off and certify the master tally sheet and then report it to her.
Not just the chair?
Not just the chair. We never saw the final tally sheet. We never got to look at the numbers. We never got to check her math, any of it. They just took it, handed it to her, and she reported to us the results.
We need to demand that figure before anyone leaves.
We began counting 30 minutes before the ballots were in. 4:30 we began counting. The members, the observers were not allowed to come in until 4:45. There were 15 minutes of us ballot counting before the observers in the room, 30 minutes before the polls closed.
And I want this on
Provisional votes were being counted
that night.
Amanda, there were ballots that we couldn't identify who the people were.
They weren't satisfied.
There were provisionals, you bet. And you guys checked those one by one.
Right, as
But
we
there
decided.
were some that were not on the list, and we needed to get into the CTA database and talk to the district to find out who these people were.
The fatal flaw was that we didn't get to check that paper that had all the numbers on it.
You can check it as many times as you want. All of it's there.
We didn't get to check it that night.
Everything is there. Nothing has changed. Nothing has been touched. It's all
I'm just saying, according to the laws, we didn't
Pixie, when I asked
We
to see
didn't
the
follow
numbers,
the
you said no because you didn't want
No,
to.
I didn't say that, Lisa.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I was there. You said,
Misrepresent.
she said, what was the final count? You said, she said,
I
can we have the final? You said no when she asked me why.
These are my words. Can you give us the numbers? And you said no. I said
I
why
can't,
not?
because
and you said because I don't want to.
not what I
Yes,
said.
you did. Yes, you did. We were in the room.
There were more than 6 people there.
I think everything would be solved and the unit will come together if we had a revote. That's all we have to do.
Revote!
That's what we want. A revote.
And the General Assembly. You don't listen to us. General Assembly, we need that too. General Assembly, a General Assembly meeting.
On Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Did you?
Adamantly refusing to leave.
So what's my course of action?
The course of action is to use the citizen's arrest warrant, to have them arrested.
Okay, I guess that's what the course will be.
No! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
We paid this building.
Count the petitions now. Count the petitions now. Count the petitions now. Count the petitions now.
Not yours.
Move your foot,
The members at a member meeting, we got the six. This is our living and a student's future. The hands are red, so give up the jig. Negotiations in sunny sunlight, that is the way of democracy. We shine the sunlight on the full process so that all